As I stood on the edge of the island, surrounded by the lush greenery and the sound of waves crashing against the shore, I couldn't help but feel a sense of excitement and nervousness. The final showdown of the extreme challenge, DEFIS Extreme, was about to begin, and I was determined to come out on top. The last few contestants had stumbled upon my little angel plant, Hume, a carnivorous plant that was too cute to resist. But, unfortunately, they had to retreat after a major confidence crisis struck. In the end, Flashman had to forfeit his immunity and decided to catapult himself off the island. There were only two of us left, Flashman and me, to compete for the grand prize of $1 million. As we stood facing each other, I couldn't help but think about my parents, who had always encouraged me to pursue my dreams. I had always wanted to become famous, and now, the moment of truth had finally arrived. I was ready to take on the challenge and prove to myself and everyone else that I was worthy of this prize. The final challenge was a gladiatorial battle, where we would have to use our imagination to create our own weapons and armor. The arena was filled with trash, and we had to scavenge for materials to build our equipment. The stakes were high, and only one of us could emerge victorious. As the battle commenced, I could feel the adrenaline pumping through my veins. Flashman was quick and agile, but I was determined to outsmart him. I used my insect mutant to distract him while I built my own armory. The battle was intense, with both of us exchanging blows and using our wits to outmaneuver each other. In the end, it was down to the wire. Flashman's armory was powerful, but mine was more strategic. I used my armory to create a charge that would immobilize him, and with one final blow, I emerged victorious. As I stood triumphant, I couldn't help but feel a sense of pride and accomplishment. I had done it. I had won the grand prize of $1 million. I looked at Flashman, who was lying on the ground, defeated, and couldn't help but feel a sense of pity for him. He had been a worthy opponent, but in the end, I had come out on top. As I walked away from the arena, I couldn't help but think about the journey I had been on. From being a small-town boy to becoming a millionaire, it had been a wild ride. I looked around at the beauty of the island, and knew that I would never forget this experience. I had won the prize, but more importantly, I had won the respect and admiration of myself and everyone else. The camera panned out, showing the island and the sea, as the words DEFIS Extreme appeared on the screen. The final shot was of me, standing on the edge of the island, looking out at the horizon, with a sense of pride and accomplishment, knowing that I had achieved something truly remarkable.